Hi everybody and welcome back to some more F1 2015. This is Carl Gunner 14 here, and this is round number 2 of our championship. And today's circuit that we've got to challenge ourselves on is the Malaysia Grand Prix. Now this is a really difficult circuit with plenty of long sweeping mid to high speed corners, so we're really going to have to look at the setup in practice so we can get a decent qualifying, because we want to get another decent position on the grid like we did in the first round. We got pole in the last race. Let's try and get pole again, because even though we got pole position in the Australian Grand Prix, we still got pipped off by Lewis Hamilton, and we don't want that to happen again. So let's get straight into qualifying.
Welcome to F1. It's now time for the important stuff. Time for qualifying here at the Malaysia Grand Prix. Last year we saw a wonderful race here in Malaysia, and I'm expecting another fascinating weekend to come here in Kuala Lumpur.
Well, there are at least 3 or 4 other drivers that could be strong contenders for a front row start tomorrow. So it's difficult to predict who will come out on top, but it's certainly going to be an exciting qualifying session today.
So we had a really good look at the setup on this car for this circuit in practice, but we just couldn't manage to get a decent setup when we didn't have the speed in the practice session. We only managed to get to about 8th fastest. So hopefully in this lap here we can do better than that, because starting 8th on the grid is not going to be good on this circuit. Right, let's get into this and really put our foot down and try and get a decent position. Third position on the grid. Oh, that is amazing, guys. We really didn't have the speed in practice. We only managed to get 8th, and 3rd is a good improvement. Now that gives us a bit of a chance to challenge for those podium places. So let's get into the race and do our best. Here we go.
Good afternoon and welcome from Sepang for what is going to be a fascinating race. It's the Malaysia Grand Prix. We knew this was a track that suited the Mercedes well, but no one would have expected that Lewis Hamilton would have created such a gap to his rivals in qualifying. If he stays out of trouble and the car continues to perform, well, victory should surely be a formality.
He'll want to end this weekend on a high after yesterday's fantastic performance, but he's going to have a lot of competition. I doubt he'll be expecting an easy race, especially considering the teams around him.
It was a good win last time out for Lewis Hamilton, who will still be feeling buoyant going into today's race. He knows he's got the beating of the rest of the field as long as he doesn't hit any reliability issues with his Mercedes.
Well, Lewis can beat anyone on his day. His pace has been second to none at times. He just has a knack of finding those extra tenths which others can't. I'm expecting him to be particularly strong at the end of the stints today.
Oh, I can't believe it, guys. It's absolutely tipping it down. This is going to make things really difficult, but we're going to try our best. Let's try and get a good start. Right, I think Rosberg and Hamilton have got a bit more pace. Right, let's just try and stay behind them. Wait a minute. Let's dive down the inside. Oh, amazing pass, guys. Can you believe that? I saw the gap, I went for it, and I've taken them. Oh, that is an absolutely superb start to this race. And now we're leading the Grand Prix. But can we hold it? That's the challenge. We didn't have the pace in qualifying, but if we can just get a couple of laps under us and get a bit of a gap, you never know, we've got a chance in these conditions. Right, let's try and keep this simple. No mistakes if we can. God dear, these wet conditions are not going to help on this course with all these mid to high speed corners. We're going to have to be really careful, time our corners really well. Don't want to take it too wide there. God dear, I can feel it pulling, slipping and sliding. I think this is about one of the first times I've driven in the wet on this game so far. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. We're going to try and do our best though. Right, let's try and end this lap in first, P1 if we can. I can hear them right behind us, so they're going to probe us right to the bitter end, I'll tell you. Hamilton's not going to want to drop points. Oh, yes. So far so good, guys. Oh no, he's got more speed than us. Oh, can we just close him down? Oh, damn, I thought he had me then. Right, so we've held off to stay in P1 for the first lap. Only another 13 laps to go. Oh no! And Hamilton shot straight past us on the inside. Can we defend it? Can we go on the outside? Can we? Oh, I don't know if we can. He is so strong in the corners. Oh, can we hold him off? I think he's just got too much speed. No, I think he's got us. Oh, damn. Oh, just swear Rosberg just clipped the back of me there. Oh, what an annoying bloody pass that was. I'm not having that. Right, let's stay with these two if we can. I know they had faster lap times, but in the wet, anything's possible. Come on, keep going, keep going. Let's try and catch him if we can. Look, catch in. This is what we want. If we can get him close into those first corners again in the start of the third lap, we might have a chance to pass him. Can we pass him here? No, not close enough. But this is good though. As long as we can stay with them and we can stay the same pace, we've always got a chance. Right, coming towards the end of the second lap. I'd be happy with P3 if that's what I finish in, but oh damn, ran it wide there. Wasn't good. Just lost a bit of grip. Really difficult conditions. Right, coming towards the end of this lap. Oh, I can see smoke. What's happened? Oh, Hamilton's gone off. Can you believe it? Hamilton's crashed out. Oh, straight up to P2. What a brilliant pass. Gutted Hamilton. Don't know what happened to Hamilton, whether his brakes, he just totally lost the corner. But all I could see was a cloud of smoke. And off he went. Well, that's given us a chance to pull away from the pack. And it's just between me and Rosberg. Oh, that is awesome. Right, we've just got to keep up with Rosberg now. And we've just pulled a gap from the person in P3. We're going to have to check the replay after the race and check out what happened to Hamilton. I cannot believe what happened there. I wasn't expecting that. Right, let's end this lap. Let's try and close that gap to Rosberg. Oh, we're getting a bit closer. We're certainly faster than he is in the corners. But he just pulls away on the straight. Right, can we get him here? Oh no, not close enough to pass. try and put him under pressure. Come on. This is a much better lap. Definitely feel I've got more speed than he has. Oh God, keep running that corner wide. It's not good. Right, coming into the last section of the race. Last bend coming up. Right. Let's see what the gap is. We're only probably half a second behind, I think. Yep, about half a second. Right, we picked this race up again on the lap 7, and Rosberg has really put his foot down, and he's pulled nearly a 5-second lead ahead of us. For some reason, we're not managing to put the lap times in. We keep losing grip, and we keep taking some of the corners too wide, and we're losing a lot of time. These conditions are really affecting me now. The rain seems to be getting harder, and I'm struggling. But we're definitely hopefully finish in P2 if we can. But I think P3 is starting to close on us. We've really got to try and speed up somehow. Maybe change the mixture and just try and get some consistent laps in. We don't want to lose P2. So we're going to have to really concentrate here. Right, it's coming towards the end of lap 7. If we can at least get a podium, I'll be happy. Especially considering we started 3rd on the grid, finishing within those positions is still good. Still good points. I don't know what position. Oh God, dear, mistake again. See, I've made that mistake a few times now. Just have not got the grip. The problem with the wets. Although we haven't pitted on this race so far, they do tend to wear out towards the end of the race. Right, coming up to the end of this race, let's see what the gap is. I think Rosberg is pulling away from us now, and I'm not sure how far Massa's behind us, but we've got to try and make that gap a little bit bigger if we can. So we're not gaining on Rosberg.
Massa is losing a second a lap to you.
Come on. Oh, it looks like Vettel's is just taking Massa, so he moves up to 3rd. Oh, that's one person we don't want behind us. He is a nightmare.
Okay, at this rate, we'll finish with
And he was faster than us in qualifying as well, I think. Oh no, he wasn't actually. We just pipped him on qualifying. I think he finished 4th. Right. Hopefully that's changed the fuel. Let's go for a rich. Let's try and put some good laps in, because we really don't want Vettel to catch us. There's still a long way to go in this race, and if he finds some consistent lap times, he's going to catch us, and then there's trouble. Oh God, I really mucked up that corner there. I hope we don't have to race in these conditions in the next race. This is an absolute nightmare. Also guys, if you haven't checked out the first round in our first race in Australia, check it out. It was another good race, and yeah, some really good action in that one. If you haven't seen it already. Oh God, almost lost it there. Right, let's finish this lap. Hopefully we haven't lost any more time. God, we're really struggling around the corners now. Really tough. Right, we picked this race up at the start of lap 13, and Vettel has caught us, and he's just about to take us. Oh no, he's taking us on the straight. He's obviously got way more speed than we have on the straights. Can we get him back at the corner? Can we close him in? Oh God, there we touched tyres I think there, but I've managed to close him down. And the second corner, oh yes, we defended that well. He is really going to push us now. Oh my God, I told you they'd catch us up. He was running a second quicker than us over those last few laps, and he's caught us up. Now we've got a battle on our hands. We've only 2 laps to go. We've got Vettel on our tail. Can we defend this and finish in P2? But also I've lost a lot of grip. My tyres are really worn and I'm really struggling. So this is going to be an absolute dogfight to the end. I'm really spinning up. Oh God, this is going to be hard. Oh God, I see how I keep losing traction. Oh God, can we get through this? Oh, this corner I'm really struggling on. Oh, just finding the grip is really difficult. These conditions have been so bad in this race. Let's just try and keep it on the track as much as we can. And just try to close down those so there's no opportunity for Vettel to pass. Let's try not to... Oh no, I've marked the corner up. Oh no. Oh, and he's passed us. That was my fault. I totally lost grip and I just run it off there, and Vettel has taken us, and now we've dropped down to P3. That is absolutely soul destroying. With only about a lap to go, Vettel has taken us. Oh God, can we get back at him? We've got 1 lap to do it, and I think he's probably got a bit of a lead as well. About a second and a half. I don't think we can get him on that. He was a second quicker than us anyway, but we're going to give it our best shot. Oh no, I'm absolutely gutted on that. We couldn't hold him off. All we can do is learn from this, guys. Another race where I've made a mistake and it's cost us. We're really going to have to learn from this. But it's showing that this game, even on this level, hard level, is definitely a challenge. Right, let's try and finish this lap in style. Can we catch him? Come on, I know that... Oh, no, run it a bit wide then. Really struggling to keep the 4 wheels on the road. Track is so wet. Come on. No, I just don't think we can get close enough. I think it's too late. No, he's just too fast in the straights. Definitely going to have another look at this setup. We cannot... Although we went for a better handling through the corners, it hasn't done us in this race. Because every time we got on a straight, we just got absolutely slaughtered. Right, coming to the end of this race. P3 is still a good position to finish in. And we got... Oh no, it looks like we got an attack by Raikkonen behind us. Is he... Oh no, run it wide as well. No, no, don't lose this. Don't lose P3 as well. God, he tried. Right, so we're going to finish in 3rd. That's not bad, guys. That's still points and a podium position. I'm happy with that after a difficult race. I started on the grid in 3rd and we got 3rd place. So overall, that's not a bad result. And we finished above Hamilton as well. So we're going to obviously leave him behind in the championship standings as well. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. And if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all your support. And also at the end of the video, I'm going to show you some of the best moments in some replay clips. I hope you enjoyed it, because I enjoyed it. And hopefully I will see you soon for the next part in this championship. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.
Who takes the victory and now leads the Drivers' World Championship.
It must be a great feeling for Nico to...